Alright, here we are for round 5, playing against Corinth, and we're duking it out for our treasure chest. Well, this hand's terrible. Mulligan that one. This hand's not great either, but we can keep this one, it's a little better. And put a land on top, it's not too bad. Take that upkeep stop off of our opponent. Oh, burn again, great. Another one of the worst possible. But we did win our last burn matchup, so we have a chance. Never say die, etc. Okay, Rift Bolt my face, of course. We're getting burned. Hopefully they don't have a Thermal Alchemist because we don't have an answer. Okay, we don't have an answer for that either. We don't have an answer for any of their 2-drops, really. Okay, grab an island out. We're just so unlikely to beat this card. If they have all lands, they draw 2 more lands, we might still just die to this card. It's just such a beating against us. Alright, we'll grab this island. Put an always yield on that for now. Sometimes you have to switch that off, like if I draw Pulse of Marasa or something. Alright, we drew our 2 dead cards. So I hate win conditions, you guys. Why would I have these in my deck? Look how bad they are. I can't kill anything with these. I can't counter kill the Marauders with these, that's for sure. Okay. We're gonna draw. Really need to draw a Pulse. Man, that would have been a nice card to draw instead of the stupid Scrounger. So I'm gonna grab a Forest, and then I'm gonna play Sprout Swarm to block this Marauders. Save us 3 damage, and we are not killing him with this. Not this game. This is our only chance to win with this guy. And if we had to memory lapse something to live here, we were probably gonna die anyway. If they have a Searing Blaze, this is a pretty decent time to use it, even though they didn't play a land first. Something they should have thought about, because that's definitely what they're going to do. Yeah. So if they have another land, that was something that cost them quite a bit. Not going to matter, of course. We're so far behind that it doesn't matter at all. But that's something to think about when you're playing against a deck like this. I could Teachings this turn. I think I have to get really lucky, so just going to play the Ash Barrens. We're going to go down to 5. We're going to go down to 4 from the curse, so we basically can't beat anything. Yeah, that resolves. We have to hope they only have 1 burn spell. Bolt means we're almost certainly dead, but we can prohibit that. Now we need them to have 2 lands in hand. Or like a Spark Elemental that I can kill with this Magma Spray. No, they just had it all. That's cool. This is a really bad matchup, especially the first round, so that's okay. Here comes some Hydroblasts. Electrickery and Magma Spray are both dead. They're terrible. Rewind pretty bad. I'm gonna bring in the 4 Spell Stutters again. You know, honestly, I can't quite remember exactly what we did last time. I think I cut some Excludes because they got stuck in my hand and I was frustrated about it, and I think that's a good call. So again, our opponent had Kill the Marauders. I've seen some decks play just Kill the Marauders and no Thermal Alchemist, in which case I wouldn't really want 6 exclusive creature answers. So I'm going to take out this Exclude, and we do have these Hydroblasts that can kill. I can kill those guys anyways. I'm going to take out another Rewind, and then that's going to be it. It's possible I want to Capsize. I think I mentioned that last time, but I don't want it. Not today. Alright. We need you. A lot of that card. Okay, this hand's okay. Just keep this. I'm gonna grab a forest with this, because with these 3 lands we can already cast our counterspell, but we can't cast a Pulse of Marasa if we find one. That's something you should be thinking about right away, like what lands you want to get. And getting the forest might not be right, but I do have my reasoning, and so that's better than just blindly getting whatever you want. Pulse Marasa is the best possible draw, so I want to be able to actually cast that thing if I get it. Lava Spike means I'm going to Spell Stutter. If they want to bolt my Spell Stutter, it's still just a counterspell for Lava Spike at that point. Like, we just countered a bolt with the Spell Stutter instead. And we didn't get the value, but that's okay. I'm going to play the Shimmering Grotto. That way I can play this counterspell if I want. And if they play a spell, I will probably use the counterspell instead of the Memory Lapse. Chain Lightning, I'm going to not counter though. There are too many 2-drops that I can't beat. Needle Drop, that's a nice one to Memory Lapse. Also a nice one to let resolve and play an Accumulated Knowledge. I think I'd rather play the Accumulated Knowledge. That's a tough call there. Alright, Suspended Rift Bolt. Come on, Pulse of Marasa. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Alright, we didn't draw it, and we again didn't draw it, so now I'm looking pretty stupid for getting this forest now that I drew another one, but it is what it is. Here we are. Especially now, if I had gotten an island here, I'd be able to Memory Lapse and Accumulated Knowledge on this turn. I'm going to let this Rift Bolt resolve. Alright, well, it's Accumulated Knowledge. See if we die right here, right now. Nope, we didn't. So that's good. Step 1 complete. We didn't die right there. It would have been pretty easy for us to die. They could have killed us actually through your counterspell, so right, I'm gonna fire off this Prohibit here. I don't want them to be able to overwhelm me too much. Kill the Marauders, you're getting hit by Memory Lapse, I think. No, I want to Hydroblast that. They might Pyroblast us back, which would suck, but we could at least Scred it to death and only deal us 2. Basically, a Pyroblast is going to get us no matter what we do. Alright. This draw is still not great yet. What we really need to hit is a Teachings so that we can pull out our Pulse of Marasa. We've drawn almost every non-island in the deck. We have 1 mountain left, or we have one swamp left, no mountains or forest left, and then we have 1 more Shimmering Grotto. Alright, our opponent's playing nothing, like they should. And we're going to play nothing, because that's what our deck does, is play nothing. Hopefully they try to Fire Blast me, and I get to Memory Lapse them, and then next week, and then they're dead. Curse, I have to counter, and unfortunately, we're going to be in big trouble if they can resolve something here. Alright, we drew another island, so it's possible I should have Memory Lapsed that. Alright, they keep playing nothing, so that's good for us. Let's get a swamp here. I'm gonna get the swamp because we're gonna have to tap really low to Flashback Teachings if we draw it. And I don't want them to be able to fire off an extra burn spell and kill us because we didn't have a swamp. Oh man, we're in the spot that we were in that first time we played against Burn where we really need them to draw a creature. Okay, this is Teachings. No. I was debating playing it right away. Yes, yes, play those. Perfect. Alright. I'm a little too scared of dying here, so I'm not going to cast the teachings. We're going to have to tap all the way out of blue, mostly because I tapped a little wrong for this exclude. 3 mana for Rift Bolt. That's a lot of mana. Let's teachings in response to that. It's teachings like this though. So I'm gonna grab this pulse and I'm gonna get myself, I'll get a Spellstar Sprite. We've got a lot of land. Alright, that worked. So I did it that way. We could have countered one more spell. It's pretty unlikely that they could have killed us from 10. They've had to add bolt, 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 fire blast pretty much. Alright. So this is the turn I'm talking about where we're going to have to tap low to flashback this teachings, and it'll be nice that we'll be able to hold up one more mana. Our opponent has a ton of lands, and I think they're going to try to Searing Blaze us, and they're going to get blown out. That's why they played their land, of course. And we have 2 more counter spells, so yeah. Put that guy on top. See what the last card is. I wonder our opponent wasn't casting anything. They drew all these Searing Blazes. Fire Blast, huh? That's a really good one to put on top. Alright, so we know our opponent's trying Fire Blast, and that's enough for them. They've had it. Memory Lapse really beating on Fire Blast normally. They had a ton of mountains, that wasn't that big of a deal for them, but they're going to draw Fire Blast, we're going to have these, Flashback Teachings, we're going to get all kinds of goodies. So that one went pretty well. Our opponent maybe is learning that Searing Blaze shouldn't necessarily be in his deck, but we still can't afford really to take out the Spell Starter Sprites for stuff that's more expensive. Like these rewinds, just not, they're too expensive. We might be dead by the time we get to 4 mana, jeez. Alright, let's run it back. Can we defeat the Burn Menace twice? Where's all the Tron, you guys? Where are all you Tron players? Why didn't I play against any of you? Oh man. I'm gonna keep this, but we have to get really lucky here. 5 cards just not enough to deal with a burn deck. You gotta counter so many things. Okay. I guess I'll play. I'm gonna represent Hydroblast more than Scred. This could only really hurt me. Yeah, I mean this doesn't hurt me. It doesn't matter, but this is why Scred is not always as good as Lightning Bolt, because the Lightning Bolt here would be great, and this Scred is terrible. Well, hopefully our opponent does something like play a Relic and crack it here. That would be awesome. Nothing, huh? Well, yeah, no reason to really go to my end step. I don't really want to give him the opportunity on tap if he doesn't have any instants, and he didn't, so that's cool. What's he got here? Is he gonna Molten Rain me? Stagger Shock again? What's up with all these people playing Stagger Shock? I played against this earlier. I'm gonna put that on top. 3 mana spells put on top seems good to me. You gonna Pyroblast that? That's great. Alright. Well, now I've got a Hydroblast for it. This is 4 damage. It's really mana inefficient though, so I'm just gonna let him deal me 4. Or never mind, that was just the flashback. What am I thinking? Alright, you got another Pyroblast for this guy? Every Pyroblast they have is one less bolt in their face, so I don't mind that. I think Pyroblast is so overrated out of the burn deck. I'm gonna counter this. It's 5 damage. I mean, we could scred it and make it only be 2 damage, but I don't want to mess around with that too much. I'm gonna fire off this Brainstorm here. This is a great pile of cards. I'm gonna put away the scred and the Brainstorm. I'm gonna draw the Brainstorm. And we still don't have anything in our graveyard to get back at this point. But that's okay. We're at 15. They can definitely deal us 15 with the 4 cards they have next turn, but it's not likely. Especially if they're doing it end of turn, it has to be like Bolt, Bolt, Fire Blast, Fire Blast. Let's grab a Hydro Blast. I'm gonna tap out. I'm not scared. But if they do have Bolt, Bolt, Fire Blast, Fire Blast, or I guess they could have Needle Drop and some more bolts and stuff. 2 Screds, gross, and no land either. That's really bad. That's really bad news for us. Guess maybe I should have waited one more turn for that. Would have gotten 1 deeper, because now we're Brainstorm locked. That's a pretty annoying guy. It's only 2 damage if we scred it, and we're drawing another scred, right? Yeah, I'd rather take 2, I guess. I'm not happy about it. The only reason I'm a little worried about it is I think we're going to have to Pulse of Marasa to give them a Thermo Alchemist back and then also kill that. But we'll see. Hopefully we draw a nice little fetch land right here. We win. Everyone's happy. At least everyone that's me is happy. That's a pretty good draw. Actually, I'm going to fire that off right now. Hopefully we draw land. We did. Yes, you get a swamp. We need that swamp. Flashback this teachings. 3 mana, Stagger Shock. I counterspell you because you're a 4 damage spell. Again, we could die here. It wouldn't surprise me. That's a little annoying, but we've got the Hydro Blast. We can go get Serene Heart or whatever. Alright, I'm gonna use this to get a forest. Play the forest. And we are going to Hydro Blast that right now. I really don't want to get this Hydro Blast Pyroblasted. This is going to deal us a ton of damage. Like, we're still really far from actually closing out this game. From 8, I'm a little scared. And next turn, we can hold up Rewind while we pulse. So, I'm going to pulse. Actually, I'm going to do it right now because I want to hit my land drop. Let's Ash Barrens. Alright. Now that we're at 14, I'm going to go and get another island here. Alright, things are looking pretty good here. We got a counterspell. They've got 4 cards, 14 damage. Again, it's possible, but how many bolts do they even have left? They got a couple. Can't be scared, can't live scared. I'm gonna teachings here and get a Hydro Blast. This will be the last turn our shields are really down. Okay, they conceded. We did it. Alright, so we went 3 and 2. Somehow we beat Burn twice. I don't know, maybe I just been getting unlucky before, but it seems like a pretty bad matchup. And I think that blue-black deck is a good matchup. The Kiln Fiend deck, I'm pretty sure, is probably like the worst matchup for this deck out of all the matchups. We don't have a lot of removal, and like half the removal spells don't kill all their creatures, and like they kill us before Scred can even take out the Cyclops. But as is tradition, I think, for people who are making content, I will open that sweet, sweet treasure chest, even though, you know, I could trade it for like $2.50 or something. All right, here we go. Opening it up. Come on, port. This thing, I have no idea what this is worth. It's probably worth nothing. These treasure chest cards used to be worth something, but now they're junk. Same with this one. So, you guys can tell me in the comments if I'm wrong and this guy's worth like $1 million, but my guess is it's worth about 0. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know again if there's anything that I can do. I know I kind of have a monotone voice and I kind of say a lot, so if that's bothering you guys, let me know. I'll try to fix that in future videos. And again, hit the subscribe button below if you guys want to see more Pauper content. And I'll be coming out next week, probably. I'll try to get one of these out every single week. And I'll put out a poll again on Reddit so you guys can decide what decks you guys want to see me play. Snogo is a really cool deck, and I understand why you guys all want me to play it. But I don't think it's necessarily the most powerful meta deck or anything like that. You can see Beefy's the only one with any 5-0s with it, and he's got like 3 in the past 4 months or something. So it's a sweet deck. I have had a lot of success with it. I don't think I've gone worse than this. Probably my worst record right here at 3 and 2 with the deck. So I think it is very strong. And if you're playing a lot of Tron, this deck's just a Tron Slayer. Like, it just does not lose to Marasa Tron. I haven't even come close to losing any games against Marasa Tron, I don't think. I think I'm definitely 6-0 against it, and I think I'm maybe like 12-0 in those matches. So if you're seeing Tron everywhere, pick up this deck. It's awesome against them. Marasa Tron only, though. Some of the other Tron decks are a little better against you. Alright, that's it for me. See you guys around next time, and hope you guys enjoyed. Give me some feedback below. Thanks.